Ashley Unravels is now live. Streaming, co-working and studying. Stream 124/365. Crochet and chill.
See. There we go. We finally have one part of the audio. Chrome is breaking in the background. Good evening, one and all. We're about to get this party started. I just need to figure out what colors I need. And then I will turn on the camera. And we're going to attempt this yet again. I do have the backup camera. I have no clue where this is going to go to. So we're all going to find out when I reveal soon. Soon. We'll see what's happening because everything is running a little slow. It's trying. My computer is that little engine that could. Well, I need to reboot before I start streaming. We shall see. I don't think I will. TikTok is having itself a little issue this evening. I'm just gonna close that window and try again for TikTok. It's struggling. Let's try this again. And then the music cuts again. I think I need to just exit out of Chrome entirely and try this all again. Oh, I was supposed to put my name. I didn't put my name.
Twitch lit a wild iron treads appears Twitch lit catch it using Hope catch. Winners revealed in 90s.
Okay, so everything's exited out of. Let's try to restart Chrome. I want to try TikTok again. Because I was stuck on thank you for tuning in. So I knew there was a problem there. We'll do YouTube. Weather. And notes page. Very interesting. that that's what's showing, considering I'm wondering if the settings are set up based off of when it died last night.
Iron treads escaped. No one caught it. John Aswa 5 rig.
I think I need to restart. Nope. There we go. We're getting there. We are getting this started. And it's cropped weird.
Welcome Pokemon community game.
But we're getting there. We are getting there slow but sure. Color is, I think it's still gold today. It's been raining a lot today, so I wouldn't doubt it. I'm going to have to move this because right now it's showing onto my messy desk. And normally I am not in this position because this is my mic stand. That's just a random piece of paper. This would be perfect if the color is gold that I need to do today. Because I will be finishing up yesterday and starting today's. We're barely making it in, but it is the second gold row. So, we'll take that. 63.2 gold. So, let's get this started. Trying to think of how to zoom y'all in. Yeah, I think I can stay in this position. Ooh. But the microphone can't. Long term. Oh. Right, I was working on TikTok. This worked out. As everything is going according to plan. Not really, but close enough to plan. Let's try to go live on TikTok too. We're just having golds as the colors. Yeah, I think my computer is going to need... Oh. And then it started working. Yay! But I will need to reboot my computer tonight. It is struggling. But also, I think it's because it's been raining. Okay, I don't want to have a silent live stream, but I definitely am done with this stopping and start, stop, start, stop, start. I can't mentally take that right now. Um, let's try this one. Experiencing interruptions, find out why. No, I think I know the reason why. It's just you don't want me to have joy. I'm kidding. Okay, we got music to play. We're just going to be happy with it.
Twitch lit a wild ball beat appears.
Nice
Twitch
to
lit
meet
catch
you.
it using
I'm
poke
Ricky.
catch. Winners revealed in 90s. Hiya.
Welcome to Queen Car Radio Bielka.
Good evening, Belka. How are you doing tonight? Long time no see.
And it hasn't been too long.
There, it was a couple weekends ago. Time flies. It doesn't want to slow down. Except for when I'm crocheting at night. And you're saying it's not that long, but I feel like I have aged through this project. Because I'm actually going to attempt. We'll see how this goes. So I don't know if you're on Tulpa's Discord.
All beat escaped. No one caught it. John asked 5 grid. Wow, Mike feedback.
Mic feedback. Do I need to turn back the microphone or am I just echoing real bad? How about there?
It was really static.
Oh. That's good to know. Sorry. But for context, that's why I'm saying it's been quite some time. I started this project all the way back in January. It is so big that it stretches across like 5 to 7 tables. I'm not at the halfway point yet. And there were 2 days that I basically had to do catch up.
What are you
And
gonna do with it when it's done?
Use it as a blanket. By that time, it'll be winter here. Never had a concept of like, oh, maybe I should make this a gallery piece. I mean, if the Cincinnati Museum wants it, I don't think I would ever sell this thing. How's the garden center been treating you? Because I know I was out there this weekend in my area. Some parts were okay. It was warm, cool, and then like today it rained all day.
I did a thing and I got a second job.
Ooh, okay. You gonna be bringing in all the monies, all the bags. You go, Belka.
But now I need another job when I leave the depressing blue place.
You'll find another one. They're just a stepping stone for other things.
I'm hoping by July.
You'll find something. Are you graduating in July? Or are you graduating in June? Is that why you're waiting till July?
Haha, no.
Oh.
I've been done with school for years.
That's fair. But school's not done with me. Ha! Student loans. They should be paid off by the end of this year, though. Finally. Unfortunately, but fortunately, I had to...
It's been a decade since I was done with college. What?
A decade for you? It's been 12 years. So, to give you a concept. Oh gosh, and it's been 16 since high school. I had to go into the depressing blue place, which now as a customer it's a little bit more joyful. But I darn near tucked underneath all the racking because I was walking and all of a sudden the old store manager, when I was there, was walking by with the appliance person. I'm like, whoa. And I blame my relative because she did not let me know. Oh yeah, he got hired back on at your store again. He moved stores. I was like, oh, well, I don't really want to come here anymore. She said, I thought you liked him. I'm like, as a cashier, I liked him because he stood on business. But that's it.
Our credit card is called rewards, and almost everyone is like, oh, the rewards are on the card, and in like a cruelly no. It's not.
Yeah, no, you get them from the other account because I have that. And I will say that is my oldest credit card that I own. So, deferred financing. That is how I'm setting up my garden this year. I miss when you used to be able to, well, when I used to be able to overlap it. That's
I should have kept it called Advantage.
Right? Or just call it as it is. A high interest rate store credit card that can get you into deep trouble. That is the only reason why I would go back. Is probably part-time to get 10% off.
LOL, yeah.
As an employee discount. And do deferred interest on stuff. That's it. But I could say the same thing about Old Navy and retail stores. That's all store credit cards. Oh, when is my peach tree supposed to be here? I got a white peach tree coming in. Hopefully. My pawpaw tree died from last year. I think it's dead at least.
I swear 2 of my former co-workers hate me because they won't acknowledge me when they come in the store to shop. And there's an incident with them. That relates to me.
First of all, I'm checking out my order because I do want to know when my tree's going to be here. Second of all, that can be a double-edged sword.
They're married, so I see them together.
It's still a double-edged sword, though. Like, I'll admit,
Like
I
you can
know.
tell.
Look, that. I'm trying, like, I'm no longer employed with them, but like I said, I could see getting employment again for a discount. So I'm sitting here trying to figure out, Because, I mean, we had our LP manager having an affair with his with the PSA manager when I was there back in the day. And they were both married. I don't know how to get to my orders. I'll look for that later. So, yeah. I don't think I'll ever see them again in life. But there are certain people, like, I feel like I could say her name and it's general enough. There was a Miss Mary. We had two Miss Marys, actually. One passed away. One was doing it after retirement. So this is her keep me busy job. And there were some days I was busy and it's like I wanted to talk to her, but I knew it was going to take an hour. So I would go to the other end of the store and not go in through that entrance. But then there are some days when I purposely went through the entrance so that she could see, like, hey, you're doing well after leaving. So that's why I'm like, it kind of just, it depends on the situations.
Did you know you can pet me? Check out the Pet Cafe.
Just like I ran up on TikTok and ended up talking to a coworker from one of the credit card companies that I used to work for on TikTok, and she's like, you know, my number changed. I'm like, I didn't know that. And she's moved to Texas now. Got her a boo thing and everything. So that's why I say, yeah, it just depends. It might be PTSD too. Like I said, I wanted to jump underneath the racking when I saw the store manager. Not saying that he wouldn't help me, but it's just the last time he saw me, I was in my 20s. I'm in my 30s now. Someone really needs to make a book that's like the stories of retail. I know that they keep trying to personify this stuff on television, but it just wouldn't hit the same as if it was a book or a skit series. I know that there's a lot of TikTok skits.
BTW, the garden center was slow and we closed it early because of the rain and wind.
As they should. Care for your employees. I remember one year, it got so hot out in the garden center that our flamboyant man that was in the garden center passed out while wearing a Superman's shirt because he was dehydrated. But come to find out later, he had gotten high right before work. So was it the heat? Was it the pot? The only person that knows is him.
Wow.
Yeah. I was one of the returns desk people, so I wasn't there for the time when someone threatened to throw a chainsaw at my coworker and they terminated him because the customer threatened to do that. I didn't think that was right, but he was done and just walked out the place. There's one time that a coworker ran over someone with a forklift. A chainsaw. And the person that ran over the guy's leg with the forklift, which by the way, the guy that got his leg ran over, he's permanently disabled by his ankle. Like, his ankle will never go back to being the way that it was. But other than that, that was the only thing that happened from it. He did not actually pass or anything else. Nothing. Probably a lot of trauma, but not anything bad. He was back in the next week walking with the Aircast boot on. Or like within the next few weeks. The guy that ran over his foot, they turned into a cart pusher. And then that guy ended up being a part of a retail chain of theft where he was not only pushing the carts in the parking lot, but he went back into Tool World would take the stuff, act like he was loading up a customer, leave it in a shed outside.
Appears Twitch lit catch it using Hope catch.
Of course,
revealed in 90s.
all crimes mentioned during this stream are alleged crimes. Alleged. To keep myself legally from getting offed. Anyways, he would steal stuff from Tool World, push it out to the little sheds outside. And I do not endorse this behavior. And have someone come up and pick up the items. They eventually terminated him. So not only did they terminate him for... I'm surprised that they didn't terminate him for running over the guy's foot with a forklift, but... that they made their choice. What else? There was one time that I was in lumber instead of at the returns desk, and someone decided to run out of the lumber doors with 2 sets of drills, hopped into the back of a pickup truck, holding on for dear life as they drove off. And I'm like, I didn't realize that someone's life was only worth about $600, but I mean, hey, it is what it is.
No one caught it. John asked for 5 rid. Dang.
There was a cashier that was stupid, and they let him steal enough cash from the register to get him a felony charge. I'm not even going into those who have substance abuse problems and were returning like $1,000 to $2,000 worth of plumbing every day. And also batteries and blades and knives.
Obsidian 2 hello. Every day.
Welcome Obsidian Carnage X12.
It seemed like every day at one point in time. I'm not going to sit here and act like I worked every day. I worked at most 5 days a week. Hi Obsidian, welcome to the stream. How was your Resident Evil stream? I did not get to catch it. Good evening, Foxy. Welcome to the stream. We're just reliving my good old days of retail a little bit. Just a little.
I died and had to stop. Wouldn't have enough time to repeat where I left off.
I'm gonna have to watch you stream it because I've never actually played. I just saw that was the title. I hate that one. It's like, oh, I want a quest, but I can't.
For dinner, but I have anxiety stomach.
Anxiety because of the new job, or anxiety because you have to go back to the blue depressing place? Or it could just be neither. I'm trying to think if I have any other.
And it's a friendship thing.
Fair enough. Those can be rough. What else happened while I was there? I was at the blue place for about almost 3 years. Truly trying to think if there was anything else that was eventful. Actually, they almost got me to the point where I was going to be a drug and alcohol abuse counselor, because I'm like, I am sick of being a part of the problem. And I'd rather be a part of the solution. But that did not come to fruition. I was there when they started locking people's government issued IDs out of the system. from doing too many returns for merchandise credits. The next loss prevention, we did go through like 3 loss prevention guys, which was kind of different, and they were all men. There was no women in loss prevention. Yeah, no, I don't have any more funny haha stories. Well, that I think are funny haha from the place. I probably shouldn't be laughing at how much stuff was done, but it was some of the stupidest stuff. If you learn nothing else from my stream and my stories, please value your life over a product. It's not worth it. If you have a retail job, don't try to be a hero. You do not need to go and try to stop people from stealing stuff.
3 years in July.
Oh yeah, no wonder you're trying to get out. At least in corporate retail, it's a 2-year turn and burn for most people. If you're doing something yourself that's private, that's different. I can see why people do that for 30, 40 years and pass it down from generation to generation. I think the only reason why I didn't realize how traumatic retail
is not good for someone like me.
Here was an adage from my mother. Everyone should at least work 1 season of a form of retail in their life for a short period of time, and that'll be the time. Now, she would probably say something different for home improvement because our busy season is technically the 100 Days of Hell at the beginning of the year. But everyone else needs to work through like Black Friday and the holidays to truly understand and be empathetic for other people.
I love how that's just a universal phrase for it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the Black Friday? The spring Black Friday event? Yeah.
100 days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're calling a spade a spade. Doesn't matter here in North Carolina or California. That's what it's called. And it's not just to the blue space. That is the orange and the green space. Now, my other stint prior to that was done in gas/food service. And I've also done restaurants. So those were the 2 that I did prior to the blue. So I thought I had it made when I had made it to the blue store. Little did I know that later I would find out, no, that was just wearing down because the concrete wears down on your body. We would have people drive off with gas because I worked at a station where you could pump first and pay later. And the thing is, about that company, it didn't make sense to me that you would let people do that, and then the cashiers got in trouble for allowing them to pump the gas and drive off because you didn't grab their license plate. I believe now those stores are all pay first, prepay only, basically. And the irony is, I didn't realize at the time, the police station was literally within walking distance of the gas station, and people still did it. You could see the police station from the street.
Gas is ridiculous expensive now.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not in that industry anymore. We hit $4.99 a gallon this week in the Midwest. I'm negotiating with my bosses. I'm like, hey, how are we paying for this? Because you guys want us to show up in the office more. I was looking at the prices of bus routes, thinking about investing in an electric bike. Oh, that reminds me of Mikey. Mikey was our cart pusher. He had it going though. The only thing was every so often he decided he did not want to do stuff. But Mikey was full-time employed. Mr. Guy. Food service and food running was on a college campus, so I count it, but also I don't. That was just highway robbery on how badly they paid their employees. I'm thinking too, I know how badly I was paid as a student. If they're paying the staff the same as they were the students, that should have probably been brought up to the EOOC or EOCC. Because that was truly a crime in 2010, 2011 to be making $7.25 an hour with no tips allowed. But it all built character.
I think I'm only gonna miss 2 people when I leave. Actually, one of the 2 people technically already left the store.
If it's meant to be, you will find them again. And also now there's social media.
Hell always be soul bestie to me. Smiley face.
No. But that's
It
sweet.
just sucks how it changed everything.
Change has to happen though.
He's moving back to Tennessee this year.
Ooh, okay.
Before the school year.
Well, now you'll have an excuse to go to Tennessee. This stream,
About the same time I'm gonna be hopefully leaving.
right? And just so everyone knows, the stream tonight's probably going till 11:30 because I started this row.
Except I don't drive the big scary roads.
There's buses and planes. And also, depending on your area, trains. I was not trying to get that to rhyme. But yeah, I'm going to finish up this row, so it'll be a little bit longer. Yeah, I think we both had that in common with the roads. Heck, I was even on a big scary road and a pebble hit my windshield.
Cost contact is rough.
True. I said true. Because sometimes you pick a contact, sometimes you don't. I'm not as much on Facebook as I used to be back in the day. Basically, most of the reason why is, and I know Lady Patrick Quinn and Doc had mentioned too, they're not on Facebook. Mine is just, it's a little depressing because I go on there, it's
Little wild chart
basically,
here's Twitch live catch it using Hope Catch. Winners revealed in 90s.
it's not the people with their families, it's the people that when I go on, it's like, hey, I'm just letting you guys know such and such is no longer around. And I think I've gotten that trauma from every time you open up, well, not every time, every 50th time that you open up Facebook, someone's passed away. And I don't need that news. I know that there's good resources out there, but I'll just find them someplace else. I didn't think being in your 30s would be like, oh, you're losing people left. Like, I knew there were certain people, but not people around your same age. And everyone, don't worry, I am going to figure out this. I'm going to figure out this camera. This is a different one. The other one, RIP, the cord went bad, so.
I only see older people passing. Charjabug escaped. No one caught it. John Aswa 5 ribbed.
Mine is more people are living their life to the fullest, which is not a bad thing, and that's when they pass. The last time I went on Facebook, there was something that like a friend sent me, so I started scrolling. There's some pictures where it's like, oh, happy, this person has kids now, this person has kids now, and it happened to be one of my Blue Store employee coworkers randomly just was like not feeling well. But I felt like this guy had medical problems for quite some time. But he was in his 40s. And he just went to the hospital. And his girlfriend, I knew, that I believe by the time he passed, it was his wife, just posted on Facebook to say, hey, he's no longer here with us. And she did tell the whole story of what happened. But it'll be stuff like that where I'm like, man, nope. Because like I said, him and I were probably about a decade apart. Not, oh, there was someone whose mom's passed that I found out that way too. But no more depresso espresso.
2 of my coworkers passed within 3 months of each other. This cat
Welcome, Phaedra Asparagus
Also hi.
_93.
Hello. That's Belkin. And Doctor, what did Autumn do? Or what is she getting into? And did you get your vanity piece that you were looking for in the mail finally? That's rough, Belka. Or Belka. I keep wanting to say Belkan because there is a credit union called Belkin in my area. So no, I'm not doing it on purpose.
Oh, have no idea. She just raised a ruckus and scared the bejesus out of me. What is this? I'm dumb. Then I couldn't find her.
Oh. And I think ISTG is I swear to God. Correct me if I'm wrong though.
Equals I swear to gods. Oh.
Well, she's doing exactly what she came in this house to do, Doctor. And that was to keep you entertained and on your toes.
Now she is standing at the door staring me down.
Woo. It's playtime in the pet cafe.
On my toes?
Ah, that's the spot.
Thank you for
My
panting,
apartment
Ricky.
door, not my bedroom door.
What? Is she planning her next great escape, her next big adventure? Didn't you realize that the big world is scary and her 6.5 pound butt needs to stay in your apartment?
She is.
No, 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 no. Do you
She
think
keeps trying to get out.
she would be a leashable cat? I've noticed a lot more people are doing cat leashes.
There are other cats in my building. I'm wondering if she's trying to find them.
So what? Your cat's trying to be a cult leader?
Well, if I could get a harness that fit her appropriately, then maybe.
Mm.
The one I have fits her rib cage, but it's still too big at the neck.
Ah. Once you find her a harness, she will rule the land with the iron claw.
Even though it's for extra small dogs like chihuahuas.
Okay. But really, what is the difference between a chihuahua and a cat? What's the difference between any small breed of dog and a cat?
So I need to find a rabbit harness, I guess.
Hmm. We're almost to the end of the row. And actually, I won't be ending at 11:30. I'll be ending probably 11:05. Probably. Oh, and I will say, if anyone has back pains, Pilates is a lifesaver. I went to my work gym today and I just did some Pilates stretches and it cracked my back so well. I may have left shoe prints on the walls, but better their walls than my walls. Cause ain't nobody got time for that. And there we go. We've made it to the end of the row for tonight. And it's 11:01, so not bad timing considering I was partially behind from the last row. Tonight, I'm going to go ahead and hit the shower and the stream for tonight. However, Thursday, I plan on going live in the morning and in the evening. I just have a convention, not like a artisan convention, but a small business one that I need to prep for and get some stuff done. So look out for a potential co-working stream on Thursday morning and still have crocheting in the evening. But I want to thank you all for tuning in. And best of luck to everyone.
Have a good night /
Thank you, Foxy.
Have a good night.
And of course, stay crafty. Bye.